What's up guys, this is Joel here from SLENDR, and today it's all about getting your music out there, getting signed to a label, or maybe distribute the track yourself. Some tips and tricks from ourselves, how we made it, how you should do it, what we did wrong, and what you should avoid. So make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content every Wednesday and every Saturday. Well, the first thing that has to be good actually is your music. If your music sucks, you won't even get signed. How do you decide if your music sucks or not? Just send it over to people, let them listen to it. What can you improve? Send it over to us. We can also really give you advice what you can improve in your music, and we would love to hear your work. Maybe we can collaborate together and all is fine. No, what I'm trying to tell you is know that your tracks are not the best. Just focus on the songwriting, as I did mention in the earlier video, and you will get to a certain point where your quality is equal to the quality of the top producers. If your tracks are sounding good and you have a story in it, just try to brand yourself. I mean, Marshmello is the best example. He is Marshmello, basically, as the name says, and he makes those happy drops. I mean, the mixing, the mastering on Marshmello's tracks is not the best. I'm telling that. There are tracks out there that are not that famous and they're better mixed down. Listen to Hardwell's music, for example. I think, or Deadmau5 is the best example. Deadmau5 is not that big at the moment. He used to be big back in the days, but his quality of his mixes are so clean. I think he's the cleanest producer of us all. But the marketing behind that Marshmello crew or that Mellow gang is just so amazing. Everything fits together and everything makes sense. And this is what you should aim for. Just go to his social media, for example, and look what he's posting. Every picture is on point. They are all telling like he's doing funny stuff with his funny mask and his funny music, and everybody's like, oh my god, Marshmello, he's so cool, and you wanna achieve that too. If you're done with branding, then it's all about contacts. You have to reach out for other producers, send your music to the big producers. They will listen to it for sure. If they will support it or not, yeah, that's open, but they might hear it, and if they hear it and they think this is cool, they might recommend you to a record label. This happened to Mr. Bell and Weasel, for example. They explained that in a video. They sent their music to Oliver Heldens, which was signed to Spinnin' that time, and he got like to Elko van Coden, which is the owner of Spinnin', and he told him, yeah, those guys are really cool, they make nice music, it's really groovy, it's something very unique, why should we don't sign them? And a year later or something, they got signed to Spinnin'. So always make sure to have your contacts available, to make new contacts, to meet them in person, to talk to them in person, be a friend for them, provide value to them. Just don't be like, hey bro, this is my SoundCloud, because everybody is doing that. And if you do the same, you will get a standard response, yo, we are listening to it as soon as we get to it, I'm sorry, we are getting too many demos, and that stuff. And you want to avoid that. You want to first provide value to them, because if you provide value, they have to provide value too, or maybe they have, or they do. So, for example, if you want to go on a blog or something, just write them and say, hey, I'm interested in writing a blog for you guys. And then they might tell you, yes, you can, or just send them a draft or something. And they might tell you, yes, that's cool. And then you write with them, you're like friends with them, and someday you say, hey, look, I have a new track, maybe we can feature it on the blog too. And there you have your first support. And if you do that many times, you get on certain YouTube channels, you get on certain blogs, on Facebook pages, and this is the actual way of marketing nowadays. And the last thing I can give you as a tip is always be humble to each other. Because If you are a cool guy that wants to hang out with other producers and wants to hang out with club owners, with promoters, you are that guy that everybody thinks, wow, this guy is so cool, I want to hang out with him. And if they want to hang out with you, they will give you a certain amount of respect and you will get back what you offered them. So you provide them value and they're like, wow, he's so kind, he did that. Let's let him play at our club, for example, or at our festival. This is how we get how we got our first gigs, by the way. So always be humble to everybody. Make sure to rely on your contacts and use them in a good way. So that's already it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can get some helpful tips out of it. Subscribe for content every Wednesday and every Saturday. So twice a week. Subscribe to a YouTube channel. Facebook is down below and the rest you already know. If you want to know what we are using, the links are also down below. What speakers do we use or what DAW do we use? Everything is down below. So thank you for watching. Take care.